Happy almost summer. It is May 17th, and that means, at least here in the Northern Hemisphere, summer is staring you straight in the face. Sure, the exact date's a little different depending on who you ask. According to the calendar, summer starts on June 21st. The thermometer, at least here in Louisiana, says that summer starts last October. And of course, if you are a student or a teacher, summer really starts the moment that bell rings on the last day of school, which in my district is coming up in just a few days. And that means it's time to get ready for the most important part of any summertime agenda.
The Summer Reading Challenge!
Summer reading is a time-honored tradition. It's a way to relax during what should be the most relaxing part of the year. Lots of people like to take books with them to the beach. Other people take books camping so that they can read during those rare moments they're not being chased by grizzly bears. And personally, anytime we take a vacation by plane, I make sure I have plenty of freshly picked books on hand, because air travel is the only time where everybody is legally prohibited from talking to me or bothering me, or else they'll get tased by an air marshal. It's the best thing about summer. And I'm willing to bet that if you check out your local library, they've probably got a summer reading challenge ready to go. My local library here in St. Charles Parish, Louisiana, has been running a summer reading challenge for years now. You go to the library or you go on the website and you sign up, then you use the Beanstack app to track your reading. You are tasked with reading 360 minutes between June 1st and July 31st in order to complete the challenge. The challenge is open to anybody, children and adults, and it has rewards like enamel pins, tote bags, and chances to earn tickets to enter for drawings for better prizes, things like Lego sets, tablets, even a bicycle. Now, I can hear some of my students right now screaming, 360 minutes? That's going to take me months! Calm down, Kaylee, let me explain. First of all, yeah, it can take you months. That's why they give you 2 of them. But 360 minutes? That's 6 hours. Over 2 months, 8 weeks, 61 days. That works out to less than 6 minutes a day. And I don't care who you are, that is not an insurmountable goal for anybody. I mean, 6 minutes that you don't even have to do every day. That's the average. You want to skip a day? Go ahead. Read 12 minutes tomorrow, or read 8 minutes for the next 3 days. It'll all work out. The point is, it's doable. And if you're reading the Dungeon Crawler Carl books, you can knock out all 6 hours in like 37 minutes. I'm on the new book right now. I swear, this thing is so addictive. Anyway, that's my local library. Odds are your library is probably doing something similar, so check in on them. It's the next best thing to when we were kids and they would give us free pizzas for reading. Which, by the way, is back. After years of pleading, Pizza Hut has brought back its Book It reading program. It's a little more complicated than when it was when we were kids. You got to use an app for that too, but it ain't nothing. But friends, especially parents out there, I want you to understand that the reason to read during the summer is not just to get tote bags or Legos or pizza. I mean, all of that stuff is great, but that's not the important reason. The reason to read during the summer is because reading is awesome. A good book connects with you on an emotional level that's different from any other kind of storytelling medium. And this is coming from somebody who loves TV, who loves movies. But a book hits you differently. It's a personal connection, a personal experience with a world that you are completely creating in your own mind. The writer of a book is a guide. They're telling you about the world that they envision, but you're the one who completes the process. They'll tell you that a car is red, but you decide the exact shade. They might say somebody has a gravelly voice, but the gravelly voice in your mind might sound differently than the gravelly voice in somebody else's. Even if a book is illustrated or in comic book form, it's still up to your brain to complete the picture. Maybe in one panel, somebody is reaching for a doorknob, and then in the next panel, they've walked into the next room. You get to decide what happens in between. How tightly did they grip that doorknob? Did it click when they turned it? Do the hinges creak? Films, plays, television, these are collaborations between lots of different people to tell a story, and that's a wonderful thing. But reading is a direct collaboration between the storyteller and the audience, and there's a beautiful alchemy there. And we learn from books, not just factual information, but emotional intelligence and emotional maturity as well. Books inspire critical thinking skills, which is something that far too many people struggle with these days. Reading makes you a better writer. Reading improves your imagination. Reading makes all the little dendrites in your brain spark and multiply like little bunny rabbits. And I don't care what you read, there is value in virtually every kind of writing. Read history and see what happened that shaped the world that we live in. Read fantasy and see how different authors imagine a world with no boundaries. Read horror to see what scares people and how we rise above that. Read science fiction to understand why so many of us are skeptical about this AI crap. And read comic books because comic books rock. Read whatever you like. I just want everybody to read something. And if you're the kind of person who hasn't read in the past and you're looking for an excuse to start, I can't think of a better excuse than summer. See you at the beach. Great job, buddy.
What beach?
Not a specific beach.